Hey guys, I am here in Flagstaff, Arizona at the Overland Expo West, and I wanted to show you one cool build from the show based on a brand new, all new 2022 GMC Sierra 1500 AT4X. This truck was put together by the organizers of the show actually to kind of showcase what's possible and to showcase some of the latest accessories you can put on a truck. I will also be doing other videos from the show so I can give you a quick overview of what's happening here. But I wanted to focus this particular video specifically on this GMC truck. So let's start from the front. Of course, the powertrain is stock. It's a 6.2 liter, 420 horsepower V8. The suspension on this truck is very special. Let me show you. Multimatic DSSV shocks, that's factory, but these wheel and tire combination is not factory. The GMC AT4X comes with 32-inch tall tires. These are Firestone Destinations 33s by 12.5. So quite a bit wider, a lot more aggressive, and a little bit taller, and they're on Icon wheels right there. So it's kind of showing what's possible. I was just talking to some of the guys here, and this tire fits quite nicely. They did a little bit of driving this truck off-road already, and they were telling me that these wheels and tires are fitting quite nicely. Then rigid lights. These are the latest, pretty high-tech. They're also GPS enabled, which means depending on your speed, the beam of light that they throw out varies. Can be wider beam or narrower beam. So that's really clever. The lights are now getting smarter than ever. Rhino rack on top, including this Rhino awning, and little tiny lights as well, mounted throughout. I'll show you the interior of the truck in a second. But I think the big deal of this build is actually this MITS alloy rear bed, this tray bed. This is a company out of Australia, and you may have seen similar beds before. But this was color matched to this truck and shows what's possible with this kind of a half box construction, which leaves about, well, this is technically about 2 meters, about 6 feet plus in length. So it leaves this open area in the back for just any storage, including the spare tire and the rest. And of course you have mounting tracks here. This is where they're storing the tent for this build and the spare tire, and it has a full-length drawer system here as well. I just put my bag here, my camera bag, but also they're showcasing a lot of the other little accessories that you can add to it, of course. Then the next thing is this has solar, and it has a Redarc this manager for power where you can control your 12 volt, 110 volt systems and your fridge and the lights. Here's some of the Redarc components in here. I'll show you to you on the other side. And let's see if I can unlock this fridge. The fridge is nice and cold. Of course, it's empty right now. It's at the show. But I really love the way this works. Of course, there are lights here as well. You can close this here for a nice clean look, and you have little tiny storage compartments too. This one is housing actually a air compressor. Oops, I accidentally turned it on. There is a large tank underneath, so it has actually air tank underneath, and there's quite a large water tank here between the cab and this tray bed in the back. So water, extra water you can carry there. Now, on this side, let me show you what's going on here. Of course, the rear bumper was removed for this bed. And this is quite interesting because look, they relocated the parking sensors and also the blind spot monitoring sensor. The trucks are getting, of course, a lot more advanced these days. They have a lot of different equipment, sometimes even radar in the back for their Super Cruise system for autonomous driving or semi-autonomous driving. So these trucks are getting more complicated, but there are ways still to incorporate this, and more work needs to be done here because they have to be calibrated precisely. So it's not very simple to do. So that's quite interesting. Now here there is a little field kitchen. This is Green Goat Outdoor. A little nicely packaged way of actually having your kitchen here, and lots of storage. On this side you can also see some of the Red Arc components. Here, Battleborn batteries, lithium ion right there. Quite a lot of storage. And you know, not a ton of weight that it adds, kind of like that. Here you can kind of see this floor is anti-slip. There's some tie downs. Really high quality components. I don't have the pricing on all this, guys, but the truck starts at 73 or 77,000 just by itself, the factory truck. Of course, it has front and rear lockers. So this truck is super capable. We have videos on TFL Off-Road and TFL Truck about this. Here are your lockers, rear and front and rear. So this truck is mighty capable. Of course, it has 4-low. Right here it has drive modes, terrain modes, off-road mode. Here's your little light controller and a way to incorporate your radio for communicating with your friends. And the interior is super premium and has massage. And this truck from the factory came with 1,322 pounds of payload capacity. So obviously it's different now. The bed is removed and now this custom solution is here. But you can kind of see the attention to detail here in the GMC, including a premium stereo system, very premium materials, of course the sunroof. So yeah, the pricing is getting quite expensive, but you're getting a lot of luxury and capability as well. Here you can see there's an axe here, extra canisters for fuel. Here's your rack, here's your radio antenna. And over there, of course, is the Wi-Fi or cell boost antenna as well, and some of the electrical wiring to just make the truck and everything happy. And also here, a little cover for the fuel. This is the truck's fuel access point right there with a little lock. So this build is kind of, I think, well done. It has those rock sliders that come from the factory from GMC. So this is now the premium entry from GMC, and now it's a premium build here at the Overland Expo West in Arizona. I can briefly show you what else is happening just in this corner of the show. There's of course many different vehicles and trucks showcasing different bed solutions, and of course large campers like this one. Let me show you a little bit behind here. Of course, this is based on a Ram heavy-duty chassis. It looks to be, it may have started as a Power Wagon, may have not. Of course, has AEV components as well. And on this side, let me quickly show you another one. Yeah, lots of beefy trucks here, including the Truck House based in the Tacoma. So let me quickly walk you around this. This is very premium build as well, with this custom camper on the back of it. There you have it. Pretty sweet. I will try to do a detailed video on some of these builds too, so stay tuned. I'm gonna work really hard for you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it.